Welcome back everyone to episode 26 of Let's Play Rule the Waves. We've certainly gone far in this series. So we've just finished the war with Russia thanks to their little revolution, and that should highlight the effectiveness of convoy raiding. Because that didn't happen because of the lopsided victory point conditions helped push the Russian government towards needing to push for a peace treaty, but the unrest occurs generally because you're denying their shipping lanes. Now, immediately after a war, especially when all the tensions are nice and low, it's the best time to upgrade your ships because you're expecting this to be the calm before the storm, right? I actually did move a few ships around, so I'm going to wait a few turns. We'll just start hitting next turn. I'll wait a few turns before we actually do that. And now we're not ever sure if these designs are exactly correct or not. This looks like a pretty good battle cruiser. 14-inch guns, 9 of them. Weird that they have the middle turret as their 3 gun per turret. Decent armor. Yeah, I think this is a reasonable... Central firing is a bit of a mystery at this point, but... And this is the Majestic, 34,000. Their Majestic, which has better armor than my Montana Behemoth, but they have much better turret armor, and that's probably very important because of flash fires, which I haven't been able to highlight in this series yet, but sometimes your turrets just blow up immediately. If your ammo ignites, it blows up the whole ship. Your magazine catches on fire. It can spell real, immediate, and fatal trouble for your ship. Okay, so other than that, I guess the idea right now will just be to push on pretty quickly. We'll sell the Russians whatever they want. We've already seen it. Oh, increased elevation. This is wonderful. So this is a breakthrough which affects all of your guns. Now, of course, this had to happen immediately after we built our Montana, but every retrofit now, what we want to do is increase elevation. So we can't see that on the Montana. Unfortunately, we're going to have to recreate the Montana a little bit, but now what we want to do is this increased elevation. So if I just take a look at this gun data right now, we see max range is 31,100. Here's the values: 3.8. Let's just look at 2,000 or 20,000. 13.8, 3.8. If I do this increased elevation, it just sets up the turrets so that they are a little better. So 13.8 and 3.8 doesn't change, but my max range now is 34,210. Basically, it just increases the possible range of your guns. But I'm not sure how it affects accuracy of firing. Maybe it doesn't affect it. It just gives you a larger max range where you're potentially less accurate at that larger range. I'm not sure. But it's a good thing. There's no penalty to having it, so there's no reason not to include it. Okay, so that's a very nice change. We're commissioning a whole bunch of subs, including the Sabo 2. And I don't think we have any reason to try to embarrass Germany. Hush it up. Let's just hush it up. Let's look and see if this does anything to unrest. It doesn't. It doesn't do anything, so that's perfectly okay. Alright, they've commissioned the Majestic now. Okay, let's keep pushing. Let's get a lot of turns done in this one. And then another good thing. So now, I think what this means is we've reduced the penalty for more than one ship firing at the same target. I'm not sure if this is the same thing or if it's a different research breakthrough as the color-coded shell tracer stuff, where your shell explodes and has emits a different color smoke, so you know which shell came from which ship. Anyway, let's just take a look at the intelligence reports here. 21 knots and 2.5. That's a very slow light cruiser. This is more like it. 14-inch main guns, yeah, we need that. So 8-inch guns of the Germans are obviously quality 1. I don't know if I've ever gotten to quality 2. Okay, good, so endurance, I actually don't have too much of a concern about our endurance, unless that actually affects your ability to stay out of port when you're doing raiding in foreign waters. In which case, that's very nice, it's very important. Okay, let's just keep pushing. Another increase by 1,000. Yeah, so our Dreadnought building program, which is these behemoths, has actually inspired people. Now, we've gotten to exactly the last turn we can actually hit end turn while maintaining a positive balance, so unfortunately, the Nevada is going to have to be halted. But that's fine. We'll just halt her for a little while, and hopefully we'll either come into better funding, which is generally the trend. You only see a huge decrease in your budget at the end of a war. After that, usually it's always increasing, increasing, increasing. With tensions, you get increased budget. When there's little missions, I don't know, various things affect your budget, but usually all in a positive way. Okay, so the Japanese ships, which hopefully we'll get to visit up close and personal. Let's see. Well, this is very interesting. I guess if we want to try to go to war with Japan and we want to advance, we could advance technology. I've never done this before, so I want to do it actually. If I want to go to war with Great Britain, which is still like one of the like end goals of this Let's Play series, or maybe it's okay if we don't do anything at this point. Like I think I've tutorialized everything, but I want to check out what this does. So let's go ahead and say cooperation will benefit both our nations. I suppose it's really going to make the rich richer because we are the two most advanced nations already as it is. Very advanced, very advanced. Everyone else, okay, Germany's very advanced. Are they really though? They only have 13-inch weapons. I don't think they're quite as advanced as they say. And another thing about the very advanced, I'm not sure exactly how technical development is measured because sometimes my research is actually really far ahead. But because I do that min-max and I wait for certain plateaus of research to build ships, I haven't built a new ship. And generally because of that, it'll say my technical advancement is behind. And I think it's because I haven't built a ship with great technology. So maybe that technical advancement only factors into the ships you've built. Our technology sharing, so we've somehow helped our submarines. I guess that means a jump in research points towards whatever in the submarine stuff. Angola. I don't want to take it over as a colony because it's in Africa, and that's just it's just not in the cards for me. Okay, that's not good. I would prefer for them not to have better fire control, but they have helped us with damage control, so that's nice. So we can see the immediate effects is just increasing some of the research points behind the scenes for various categories. And we will sell the French whatever they want because I'm not worried about the French. Anybody who we've already gone to war with, please say I'm not mistaken, we've already gone to war with them, right? Yeah, but we only sunk a destroyer. I mean, come on, what's that? Is that really all we did to France? Oh, I guess not. We did take over one of their colonies, right? Yeah, we still have Tonkin from them. That's something. I don't think I'm going to sell the Germans this. We're doing okay on money for the time being. Yeah. This research agreement is really quite useful. Okay, 14-inch quality 0 guns is not super important to me, but... Oh, shoot. Did I read that correctly? This is what happens when you get old ships. So yeah, let's just take a moment real fast and update all our ships, especially because tensions are really low. And if that just inspires the game to choose to raise our tensions, at least it'll have to raise them with Japan if it wants to get the quickest war, which I'd be okay with. So we're going to see a lot of these O's, and that just means it's time to refit. Usually my indication of when to start refitting is when I see that a minesweeper has been sold off. So let's go ahead and let's rebuild all of these, but let's open this design for rebuild first. Let's, I think we will just go ahead and spend the small investment. It shouldn't be too much to increase to powerful 3-inch. That's really not that much of an increase. Is there any point in replacing the machinery? It's not going to do anything, so no. I wish there was an undo button, but there's not, so what we'll do is continue to do... You saw that replacing the machinery saved exactly 1 ton. We're not going to do a whole lot with 1 ton. So, considering the next speed upgrade is what? Oh, in fact, it won't even let us adjust the speed. Oh, I don't think it'll let us adjust the speed unless we replace machinery. But I'm sure that it's not enough. So let's just save this as it is. This will be the 1917 design, which should last us until the end of the game. So let's just go ahead and take all of our minesweepers out. Rebuild. Good. Yes, I meant that the only design available is the one I want to use. Fantastic. And we do the same thing with these ships. We probably even have to build a few more just because I'm not sure how many were scrapped without my paying attention. Can we use this? I don't know if we can. Oh, it will. Fantastic. Yeah, then just rebuild to the... Oh, no. Shoot. Can I cancel that? Halt. No. Scrap? No. Resume. I made a mistake. That's going to upgrade it to the 1908 design. And I guess that's fine. That one will just come back. It'll be cheaper, so we should see that the construction cost of this one is cheaper. Yeah, just 5,000. The rest of these are slightly more because they're getting the higher quality 3-inch gun. And yeah, you know, you've seen that we've never actually had a minesweeper engaged, but I'd still, for like peace of mind and for such a minor cost, would prefer to just go ahead and upgrade this. Okay, good. Oh no, we're gonna get the list out of bounds thing again now. Not sure what exactly causes that. And we're gonna get it all the time, apparently. Okay, so rebuild these. We're good. Great, so that's all those. We also have to do the same thing for destroyers. I have to be a little careful about making sure we keep enough tonnage. How's Northeast Asia says it's exactly fulfilled? Does that mean if we move... Let's pretend to move one of the ships out of Northeast Asia. Let's see what happens. Huh, it doesn't complain. So maybe the tonnage on foreign stations necessary for Northeast Asia is just nothing. Okay, but let's just... Oh, it's not... This game does have some interesting issues. I might show this one to the developer. I've seen this a few times, where I want to cancel the movement of this guy. It won't let me do it. You have to move it onto the left side first, but it says that there's no ships in that area, which is clearly not true. Well, here, we'll settle it this way. This will be our open rebuild. What are we going to do to this one? Do we have quality 1? No. If we had quality 1 6-inch guns, I would consider doing something different. I think at this point we're just going to bring all these in for basically clean the hull, throw some paint on the outside, and call it a new ship. So we'll just do this. We'll do this Olympia 1917. I don't think there's any reason to change anything else, so we'll rebuild all these the same way. Two ships are the wrong class. Okay, that's good to know. And it does look like we have some foreign station issues now, so I should be taking the largest ships in to fix them first, just because those are going to be take the longest to get back out. So I probably have done this a little bit incorrectly. It would probably be better to get the battleships, although they were in 1912, so they're okay for a while anyway. And these are in 1912 as well, so those were good for another 5 years. These are 1910, so they're coming a little bit closer to the end of their life. Okay, so what is the difference? Oh yeah, I do have some 1905. Shoot. Well, which one is the one that I can use? Is it the 1905 that I need to rebuild? Okay, yes. So the 1909... What? Yeah, here they are. Scared me. So the 1909 needs to... Well, we're just going to do the same thing anyway. We'll take all these into hand, rebuild. Very good. Now, we do have some foreign station issues. Let's sort that out by first sending this to foreign station. And then we'll actually move it to Southeast Asia, I guess. And now I think I moved a few over. We have plenty in the East Coast. Let's just move. It looks like we only need one of these to go be foreign station. And we'll move that one to Southeast Asia as well. Okay, good. So, yeah, it looks like it does claim that Northeast Asia does need 12,000 tons. So I don't know what was up with that figure a moment ago. Okay, let's push on. Okay, I will sell quadruple turrets because I don't think there's a good reason to use them. So, that's fine. Lengthen torpedoes, so better speed, better range. At this point, torpedoes start to get a little ridiculous. You have to be careful. You know, you can torpedo your own ships. There's friendly fire is enabled. I had to take a sip of my drink. What did I want to do right now? I wanted to make sure, yes, these guys are going. They're still on the way. Okay, that's fine. Slender hull girders, well, for the Italians, we don't care. Oh, yes, I remember what I wanted to do. Advanced signaling, we haven't had signaling there since the very beginning, but that's nice anyway. Let's also change this guy from halted to resumed. And hopefully, I'm not sure if they will give us, will ask us. Can I open the design? What was the thing I was asking to change about it? Can't remember now. There was something that we could change. Something that happened right after this design was built. Oh, increased elevation, that's what I wanted. I'll just take it back and I probably just immediately replace it. It's worth it. You know, that's my end ship, you know. It's the last one. Uh-huh. Well, I don't think we need the tension with Great Britain, so we'll just say it's a nice ship, but ours are just as good. And I believe that's actually true. Oh, so there it is. Well, the good news is this didn't happen before I refitted the Baltimore class, but yeah, this is true to form. Usually, right after you do a refit, that's when the better 6-inch guns come out. And unfortunately, that does also impact our behemoths who are building, but that's okay. Good, and I think we actually need some more minesweepers. Better submarines, not that that matters. Reliability 67, that's at least tolerable, I think. That's about I want at least above 65, so that's my kind of minimum specification. And let's go ahead and build another minesweeper. Yeah, I don't think it matters. Let's just build this one. Oh, the anti-parry sank, I guess, at some point. Yeah, we'll get that one, and let's get 2 more, actually. They're so cheap and nice to have around for anti-submarine warfare. Wow, the Montana's there. And we have better light forces in torpedo warfare. Very good. I think this is probably worth denouncing Germany over. I wish I could see the almanac. I kind of would like to see what kind of ships Germany has. Maybe it's not so bad if we go to war with them. But there's no disadvantage here to actually just handling it quietly and discreetly. Although I do like the budget up, so let's do that. Wow, quadruple torpedo tube mounts. That's impressive. Okay, 13-inch quality 1 guns. That could be relevant for battlecruiser type things. I was thinking 15-inch. That's what I was thinking for my battlecruisers, but it's certainly within the realm of possibility to decrease the caliber of the guns. That would be a bit low, though, I think. Let's try to keep pushing on. We're over 40,000 now. Yeah, this is fine. We'll just... I think this lowers tension. Prestige up, tension down. Yeah, that's fine. And cost, let's see, we're at 22 million and a yearly budget of 189. Okay, just take something out of the budget, I think, directly. 1% weight saving on hull. Even more weight saving on hull. Well, the battlecruiser will benefit. I just really am surprised we haven't gotten to all or nothing armor quite yet. keep going. Improve power training and elevation. Okay, that's fine. Keep working at it. More minesweepers. And these light cruisers are all back. Okay, good. I think we're going to back our ally unconditionally, but... Oh, this would be interesting. Shoot. Is our battleship still being built? I think it is. But I want to do it. I want to call an international peace conference. It's probably going to end up kind of biting us in the butt. But let's do it. It'll make... I like having a design constraint. It's more fun. Okay, good. So nothing happened anyway. Improved director. Well, that's very important. We definitely probably need to refit our ships now. Okay, so does that mean that these light cruisers can do director firing yet? No. Well, let's wait on the Baltimore classes to do quality 1 and director firing simultaneously. Even if it means we need to replace the machinery, I'm pretty happy with the Baltimore classes as they are. Don't really see a huge reason to upgrade them to like a new design. What else? What else? We probably have some obsolete destroyers, yes. So it's time for you guys to be taken in. Let's actually take in this one for a rebuild. It's already time. Can we do director firing on the secondary guns yet? No, hasn't been researched yet. That's fine. Then we'll also do increased elevation on the guns. We can do this, yes. So we get improved director. We really can't squeeze another... No, we definitely cannot. Another set of rounds out, huh? Okay, then... How much would it cost to replace machinery? Oh, wow, a lot. And we still can't get an extra round out? Jeez, okay. So let's just do the basic... Well, let me hold off on this. Let's see if anything else comes up, since things are really coming in fast and furious now. Oh, that reminds me. Can I do... Yes. So this is actually worth it. That and improved director. That would be useful. Okay, but like I said, I'll hold off for just a couple more turns. Okay, triple bottom. That's interesting. How do we have triple bottom before them? I thought they were the damage control experts. 2 million is not really enough. So, oh, they're offering to sell to us. Okay, I had that exactly reverse. Of course, they are the damage control experts, and they're selling us some technology. We'll definitely take it. And it's helping their torpedoes, that's fine. It's helping our ASW and our explosives. Okay. Well, this episode has been pretty... I would say this is nice, though. We're moving almost to 1920. I didn't know we'd even get this far. Yeah, we'll sell the French whatever they want. And... under construction, 3 more months. What I'll probably do is this. I'll wait for 3 more months for this one to come out. I'll rebuild both of them at the same time. And then with that new updated version, I'll be able to automatically build the next ships without suffering that huge penalty. Oh, good. This is nice. Actually, do we need to do this, though? Let's see. Because we're already going to rebuild it with the better 6-inch guns. So let's say no. Ah, well that's a bummer. Are you kidding me? With my glorious battleship fleet, we have the smallest armored... Oh yes, because it takes into account battle cruisers. I mean, technically we have the largest heavy cruiser allotment, but everyone else, it seems, has scrapped their heavy cruisers. And then you add these two together, and I guess we're below everyone else. Well, then it's time to... it's not time to build a new battlecruiser yet, though, so we're just going to fudge this one and build one of those old heavy cruisers. The New York, which I don't remember which is the... Yeah, okay, so the New York is 1910 design. Respite. Okay, so let's do it this way. The same kind of plan. We'll retrofit these guys, because... they probably could use improved director firing. They could use increased... Yes, the better guns. Do we have better 10-inch guns yet? No. Okay, and we'll take this down. to satisfy that. I think that's fine. Is there any problems with this? Oh, yes. Increased elevation. Sure, definitely. Everything's okay. So we'll save this. I will open the rebuild dialog. We'll rebuild this. And because of that, after that rebuild, we'll leave this other one here for a little bit. I think I can now build that design without having to pay extra. Perfect. So that's exactly what I plan to do for the next dreadnought that we build. Japan, yes. Oh, excellent. Fantastic. I will definitely be challenging Japan. Okay, okay. ASW, explosives, all these things. Okay, here's the Nevada. All right, let's do it real fast. Let's now upgrade these guys to their first revision. Just right out of the docks. And increased elevation. And if I'm not mistaken, that's all the things we need to do. Yeah. All okay, let's save. It's not going to be so expensive. Okay, let's rebuild. So 1.8 million a month. It's not so cheap either. Let's rebuild both of them. This is the main reason why I didn't want to do the upgrade up to fire control at the very end, because it would have made this the revision 1918A. And then I have to constantly, the Nevada and the Montana would always be different designs. I'd always have to rebuild each one separately. So just for simplicity, I kept it the way, I just chose not to upgrade the Nevada while it was being built. And now having done that, we should be able to build the Montana 1918. And with 3 million, we should have 10 months. I think before the 10 months are up, we'll get some of these ships finished, yeah. So it only takes 4 months for those battleships to be refit. Small tube boilers 2. I don't remember what this is. I'll give it to them. Okay, it's hard to read these things fast enough. Djibouti, huh. I know somebody who would be very happy to look at Djibouti getting oil. This is interesting. 20-knot, 15.5-inch belt armor. Holy cow. Holy cow. Yeah, that's impressive. Yes, we'll take all of them things we can buy. Motor torpedo boats. We can actually build these. Hey, this is very good. We just upgraded things, but it's time. Now it's time to do those upgrades to the light cruisers. Okay, so a lot of things happened here. Let me just make sure I keep it all under track. We got the 6-inch. What was the other thing? Yeah, I've already forgotten. That's not good. Well, we know what we want to do. Oh, we didn't even get to these destroyers, did we? No. I spent the whole time talking about other stuff. We do have to upgrade these destroyers. Now, these destroyers are so old. And these are my short-range ones. Yeah, we'll probably just leave them defending various waters. If they get sunk, no big deal. They've definitely outlived their usefulness. Oh, we can actually get... What? Huh. I think that for the Decatur, it's not worth upgrading at all. Let's just save them as they are. I understand that, well, the only thing I think you can do is increased elevation. Does this actually make a difference? 1120, 11220 versus, yeah, it actually does. But it doesn't cost anything, so let's save this one. And because I think this fire control costs space we definitely don't have. Yeah, so these guys are going to stay local forever. Okay, that's fine. We'll rebuild all the Decaturs in that manner. We're going to eventually rebuild the Baltimores as well, because that's we now have several things we can do on them. Okay, one thing to note is we can now do director for secondary guns. This is one of the reasons why I choose not to use secondary guns on my light cruisers and below. I prefer not to have this the need to upgrade things like that. But now we can actually put improved director on these ships. That's really good. Now, because we're going to be hitting more often, I think it's okay to actually lower the amount of ammo we have. Before I forget, I also want to choose to upgrade to the more powerful 6-inch guns. Is it worth replacing their machinery? Let's look at this. Oh my gosh, 14,000 is a bit expensive. But this will allow all my new ships to be built with all the improvements of machinery as well. What do we do with that? Can we get an extra knot out of it? We can. Okay, then I think it's worth it. So we take this down to 175. It's now 20. Oh, wait. This one's already at 20. Oh, no, it's at 26. Okay. It's the berry that got an extra knot for free. Okay, good. Very good. Then we'll get this one up to 27, which is very good. I'm quite happy with that. That's plenty of rounds, especially with improved director firing. Yeah, this is great. So I think it'll be a bit expensive, but let's see how expensive. 1.5 million for 10 months. Yeah, that's a pretty big investment, but for my Baltimores, I think it's worth it. So we can't go crazy on these. What I'll do is just rebuild maybe 3 of them. Let's see how much that, yeah, so we've taken ourselves down to -6 million. That's a bit expensive, but the Baltimore class is so good. And now the more important thing is that I did replace the machinery, because if I want to build a new light cruiser, I can now rebuild it to the Baltimore 1919 revision without having that initial fee again. Okay, but I think we've gone up to 30 minutes now, so I will try to remember. I'll look back on the video. There was something which triggered something for, like, some kind of idea for me, and I can't remember what it was. So I'll go back and look, and take a look off camera. Well, until then, thanks for watching, and take care.